Greetings to the graduating class of 2021. We really wish we could be holding an event in person to mark all of your accomplishments, but since we're not able to do that, we hope that a sense of our appreciation of everything you did while you were here at Miami comes through in this video. I know that the last 3 semesters cannot have been what you expected to have to finish up your time at Miami, but I have to tell you that for the GIC faculty, we've been very impressed with how well you faced up to and dealt with the challenges of the last 14 months. Congratulations and good luck with all of your post-Miami adventures, and we hope you'll keep in touch with us.
The Department of Global and Intercultural Studies aims to foster critical self-awareness and engaged global citizenship, as well as compassion, integrity, and the capacity to address the challenges of our diverse, rapidly changing, interdependent world. Today, we are very happy to honor those students who have excelled in all of these ways and have achieved stellar academic success.
Within universities such as Miami University that prides itself in a tradition of excellence, it is my esteemed honor and privilege to acknowledge your excellence. 3 distinctive levels of excellence have been achieved by you: cum laude with praise, magna cum laude with great praise, and summa cum laude with the highest of praise. Your accomplishments are indeed worthy of our highest praise. Thank you for demonstrating what true excellence is all about. Have a good one.
This year we have 13 students graduating with honors in international studies. This honor is bestowed upon ITS majors who have maintained a GPA at or above 3.75 and who have either competed for an external academic scholarship or completed a significant undergraduate research project related to the major. In many cases, these students have applied to multiple awards and conducted their own research, in some cases presenting their findings at conferences or publishing their work in academic outlets. The faculty in international studies are proud to recognize these students for their outstanding achievements in the major.
I'm Professor Liz Wilson in Comparative Religion, and I would like to recognize Priyana Kalita, who did honors in Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies for research on contemporary sex workers in India, especially trans sex workers. There's an interesting history in India of sex work being considered to be something that's part of the profile of sacred temple workers, so singers, dancers, musicians. Priyana researched the history of this community and looked at the history in pre-modern India as well as contemporary Indian practices around sex work and the sacred. So congratulations, Priyana.
Hello, my name is Dr. Whitney Womack Smith, and I am the president of the Iota of Ohio chapter of Phi Beta Kappa. Phi Beta Kappa is the nation's oldest honorary society, having been founded at the College of William and Mary in 1776. Since that time, it has become the leading honorary society for students in the liberal arts and sciences, and has really become synonymous with academic excellence. Its membership has included 17 U.S. presidents, 41 U.S. Supreme Court justices, and over 140 Nobel laureates. This year, 103 Miami University graduates will be joining this esteemed membership. I'm so very proud of all of them. I'll leave you all with the motto of Phi Beta Kappa, which is, "The love of learning is the guide of life." Thanks.
Founded in 1946, the Fulbright program mission is to promote intercultural understanding through citizen exchange by funding graduate study, teaching, and research in more than 140 countries. The Fulbright U.S. student program facilitates cultural exchange through direct interaction on an individual basis in the classroom, field, home, and in routine tasks, allowing the grantee to gain an appreciation of others' viewpoints and beliefs, the way they do things, the way they think. Through engagement in the community, Fulbrighters interact with their hosts on a one-to-one basis in an atmosphere of openness, academic integrity, and intellectual freedom, thereby promoting mutual understanding.
The Fulbright program recognized 3 of our graduating seniors this year. Enara Lada was named as a finalist for the English Teaching Assistant Program to Tajikistan. Enara is graduating with degrees in International Studies, Comparative Religion, and Economics. Emily Froud was named as a semi-finalist for the English Teaching Assistant Program to Mexico. Emily is graduating with degrees in International Studies and Political Science. Elise Legay was named as a semi-finalist for the English Teaching Assistant Program in Malaysia. Elise is graduating in International Studies with a co-major in Global and Intercultural Studies. Our congratulations to all 3 of these students.
Hello, GIC students. We come to the end of another excellent semester and a very complicated year, but I wanted to congratulate all the students from GIC that graduated this year. Congratulations, you deserve it. And this part is to announce the winner of the Garrote Scholarship. The Garrote Scholarship is a scholarship that the Latin American Studies program within GIC award to those excellent students. And this year the recipient of that is Victoria Lopez Rangel. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Professor Kimberly Hamlin, and I teach history and American Studies classes, and it is my pleasure to announce that this year's Karen Maitland Schilling Prize winner is Kari Savoy, a student that I've had the pleasure of teaching twice this year, once in my Me Too class and this semester in my Sex and Gender and American Culture class. The Karen Maitland Schilling Prize is named in honor of Dr. Schilling, who was a founding member of the Women's Studies program, the first woman to serve as Director of Liberal Education, the Chair of Psychology, and the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. And I could think of no better inaugural winner than Kari Savoy. Kari is a double major in psychology and history with a 4.0 GPA, who has made the President's List each semester that she's been at Miami. She's a member of the honors program, and her history honors thesis studies the commemoration of the Cambodian genocide. Kari is a class ambassador, and she volunteers as a crisis consultant for Sojourner Recovery Services, and she's been active in her co-ed service fraternity. Kari, congratulations. As I wrote in my nomination letter for you, you are a woman of doing and no nonsense, and I think that Dean Schilling would be very proud to see you as the inaugural winner of the Schilling Prize. Congratulations, Kari.
The Critical Language Scholarship Program is part of a U.S. government effort to expand dramatically the number of Americans studying and mastering critical foreign languages. Participants are expected to continue their language study beyond the scholarship period and later apply their critical language skills in their future professional careers. Each summer, CLS provides rigorous academic instruction in 15 languages that are critical to America's national security and economic prosperity. CLS participants are citizen ambassadors, sharing American values and promoting American influence abroad. This year, we are pleased to announce that 2 of our students have placed well in the CLS program. Mackenzie Holtz is majoring in International Studies and Comparative Religion, and she will be furthering her study of Arabic. Navkiran Chima is an ITS major who has been named as an alternate for this program to study Punjabi. Congratulations to them both.
The Geoffrey Family Fellowship is the highest honor awarded by the Humanities Center to an undergraduate.
The 2020-2021 Altman Program, sponsored by the Humanities Center at Miami University, focused on the theme of migrations. Along with faculty across the departments of Miami University, a select number of undergraduate students also pursued the theme, developed their own research projects, presented at the Altman Symposium, and developed a public interest digital humanities project. Those undergraduate students selected for this prestigious Geoffrian Family Fellows program numbered 5 this past year. 2 of those 5 are students from the Department of Global and Intercultural Studies. And I would like to really congratulate these 2 students. Their projects were quite impressive, and the work that they did was phenomenal. In fact, they were kind of embarrassing to the rest of us that were in the program. But I'd like to congratulate Jessica Baldwin, who is a double major in History and International Studies, and Elise Legay, who is a major in International Studies, has a Global and Intercultural Studies co-major, and a minor in Middle Eastern, Jewish, and Islamic Studies. Congratulations, Jessica and Elise.
Next year's theme is Race and Racism. 2 undergraduates of the GIC department are part of the upcoming cohort. They are Navkiran Chima, an ITS major, and Maya Avil, a WGS minor. Congratulations, students!
The Global Readiness Certificate is an innovative credential at Miami in that it combines coursework with co-curricular experiences, community engagement, and education abroad into a unique and diverse learning environment for students. The courses and experiences in this certificate program provide students with the knowledge, awareness, and skills necessary for global and intercultural communication and teamwork. 7 of the 26 students in the 2021 cohort are pursuing an international studies degree in the Department of Global and Intercultural Studies. The students are Navkiran Chima, Lily Kota, Megan Foster, Olivia Thomas, Sophie Vine, Madeline Whistler, Joshua Wilms. Congratulations to all of you.
2 of our graduating seniors recently won the Libraries Award for Undergraduate Research Excellence, an annual cash prize awarded to students who used library resources to great effect during class research projects. Second prize is awarded to Emily Froud, an International Studies and Political Science major, for her project, Understanding and Withstanding, Comparing Colombian and Mexican Responses to Migration Crises. Her project advisor was Dr. Sheila Croucher, also in the Department of GIC. First prize goes to Jessica Balloon, a history major and international studies major, for her project Before the Numbers Disappeared, Media and Perception of the 1937 Soviet Census. Her project advisor was Dr. Stephen Norris.
I'm Professor Liz Wilson in Comparative Religion, offering some recognition to the amazing work that Priyana Kalita has done on campus, for which they won a President's Distinguished Service Award in 2021. Priyana has been a relentless activist on the part of marginalized communities, especially trans people and other marginalized people, and people of color generally. What Priyana has done cannot be described in a very brief time period, but I'll give you some highlights. Priyana, as a member of the varsity tennis team, actively advocated for student athletes from marginalized identities. She assisted with initiatives within the athletic department, which led to recognition by the Mid-American Conference for Priyana as the 2020 student recipient of the MAC Diversity and Inclusion Student Athlete Award. Priyana also interned with the Oxford PFLAG chapter and did amazing work. Not only did they create a website for the organization, but they also forged a connection between the Oxford Black Lives Matter movement and various Oxford entities, including the police department. The work that Priyana has done with the Oxford Interfaith Center is something that I have really noticed. what Priyana did that most captured my attention was the Divergent Immigrant Experiences web series that they created as a student liaison at the Interfaith Center. I have immensely benefited from this web series, and so have my students. So I offer congratulations to Priyana for their activism.
Hello, everyone. My name is Professor Tammy Brown. I am a professor in global and intercultural studies and history. It is my honor to honor the following students. First, Janie Camara. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly and it's not a Kamala situation and not Kamara. That's my joke, but still relevant considering the historic nature of Janie's accomplishments at Miami. Kamala Harris is the first woman of color to serve as vice president. Janie has become the first Black woman to serve as president of the student body at Miami University. This is a huge accomplishment. Bravo. I've had the pleasure of teaching Janie in my class, Black Feminist Theory, this year. She has always been insightful, perceptive, and willing and able to apply theory to real life. I have been so impressed in the ways in which she has taken on the challenge of leading a not so diverse student body. Being the first is not easy. And as one of the well-known firsts has said, Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman to seriously run for president, she said, it's not that you're not afraid, but you have the wherewithal, the gumption, the persistence to overcome that fear in order to make a difference. Within Janie's accomplishments, I understand that so much intellect, tenacity, and just bravery went into serving as the first Black woman president. I also applaud Janie's ability to not only apply theory to real life and thinking about racial justice, social justice, equality for men and women, LGBTQ people, but her ability to articulate these ideas to the broader student body. I recently brought up in class that she wrote a letter to the editor titled Letter to the Editor, the year that created motion for the Miami student. Janie's letter to the editor is not only a reflection of her service to the university, but it is also a call to action. She talks about how sometimes students are taken for granted. And I would like to add to that, probably because of their youth and, the administrators they're interacting with have a lot of years on them. But she talks about the importance of holding university officials to be accountable for their actions and to make sustained and meaningful change in the realm of diversity, equity, and inclusion. I applaud this. Last but not least, to quote the musician Anderson .Paak's twist on the famous soul singer Nina Simone's words, I say, Janie, you are young, gifted, Black, and amazing. Also, it is my honor to honor the student Nicole Newsom. I have had the pleasure of teaching Nicole in the past, and I've been always impressed by her intellect, her ability to be insightful and contribute not only to class discussions, but community dialogues. One of the most important community dialogues she's contributed to over the past year has been the Black Lives Matter movement in Oxford, Ohio. Considering where we stand in this world right now with the tragic death of George Floyd at the knee of a white police officer, and that guilty verdict is just the start of racial consciousness. Nicole is a strong and an important voice in a not so diverse community. And I really applaud her bravery, her courage, her intellect in striving, demanding social justice, racial equality in this current historical moment. I'm also impressed with her work regarding intersectionality and her leadership regarding LGBTQ organizations on campus. I often talk to my students, so Nicole knows this, about the activism of students at Miami, technically Western College in the 1960s, and how these students literally put their lives on the line for the hope of a better future. Well, I say a student like Nicole has really put her time, her energy, her whole being into her activism, and it is appreciated. And I'm hoping that this momentum that the students have fostered this year will be sustained. So I must repeat the musician Anderson .Paak's words. Nicole Newsome, you are also young, gifted, Black, and amazing.